Welcome back to another video robotics class. Excuse me. Seems like I got to do that every video. I should do it before I hit the play button next time. You folks have leveled up. You're ready to create code number 5. In this video, we're going to set some integers so we can quickly adjust the speed that our robot performs its different tasks at. So we're going to start this off like we've done most of our videos. We're going to do a save as to copy our existing program, and we're going to call this SweveBot number 5. All right, so this is your 5th code. Let's go ahead and click save. All right, and you guys are getting pretty efficient at your coding here. But we haven't really changed the task up a whole lot. So our robot's just driving back and forth, our robot's doing donuts, and it's always moving at the same speed. So there might be times where it would be helpful to change the speed or to change a repeating variable within our code. And that's what we're going to do here today. All right, we're going to set up an integer for our speed, and integer is just a whole number. Right, where we can say the integer for our speed is 12, right? And anywhere in the code we've got the variable word speed written, it would change it so the motors spin at a speed of 12. Right, now if we test the task out and we don't like it spinning so slow and we say, ooh, I've got a need for speed, we could go back and change it from 12 to 120 or somewhere in between. Right. So by the end of this video, you should have an integer in your code, and you're going to prove to me that integer works by testing it once, going back, changing the integer to change the speed, and then downloading it to your bot a second time and testing it out. So we'll go into our coding environment here. I'm going to go right underneath my opening curly brace, and I'm going to hit return, and then I'm going to type the word integer. And you can see it pops up on my screen here. So I'm saying I want to set an integer. So now I've got to set my variable word, right? So instead of like down here, I'm saying start motor and spin the motor at 64, I'm saying I want my variable word to be speed. Right? So then I'm going to go down to the next line, and I'm going to say speed equals, and I'm not going to do equals equals, I'm just going to do a speed equals, and this is where I can set the speed I want my bot to go at. And so I'm going to set my speed for 100 to get started here. Now that I've got these 2 lines of code, I'm just going to click compile and make sure I remembered and did this correctly. And it seems like I do this every video too. I forgot to put semicolons in. So let's go back and we'll put our semicolons in. If you've got any other X's down here, read the message, see if it tells you you're missing or you've misspelled or whatever. Fix them up, go back and compile your program, and it should be working good. And now, just to make this easier for me to read, I'm going to click return once. So I've got my integer up here with a line space in between it, just so it stands out. It'll be a little easier for me to find later on. And now what I need to do is I got to go through my code and I'm going to edit it. Anywhere I've set a speed for my robot, I'm going to change it from a set number, a fixed number, to my variable word speed. Down here where I'm reversing, I'm being careful. I want to leave my minus number or my minus symbol, but I want to delete the number and write the word speed. And so it's going to go minus 100 on these 2 lines of code instead of plus. And then down here, I had my donut set for 120 for my motor speed, but I'm going to delete that and just type the word speed in. So I've gone through, I've replaced my numbers with the word speed, which is just kind of my variable word. So I'm going to hit compile program. Again, nothing's happening down here, and that's a good thing. And when we're evaluating it, that says it's not identifying any problems. So I'm going to click my save button. Right, and code number 5, part 1 is finished. So you're going to go download this to your robot, right? Check it out. Everything should go at a fairly fast speed. And then what I'd like you to do for the second part of this is after I've seen your robot with your integer speed set at 100, I'd like you to come back and change it to 10, which is pretty slow. We're going to notice that when we visually observe the robot moving. Download this to your bot test it out again, and if it's going slower, you've got full credit, you've completed this part of code, and you can go on to the next video where we're going to use that potentiometer to control the speed instead of our numbers that we're entering. So we're going to get to another sensor in that next video. But getting a little ahead of myself, make sure you've got this integer part down before you move on to the next video. So good luck coding, and I look forward to seeing the bot perform in class.